why? But yet, you know, when you look at the stats behind the Stones, you know, they still sell stadiums out. You know, they're still relevant in 2011 because people are spending money to go hear their music. You know, and I admit, you know, I'm probably one of those people who has spent, I don't know, X number of dollars over the years buying their music in so many different forms, from cassette to LPs to, you know, to my, you know, iPad, my iPod now. So I mean, I bought the same music how many times over? So I guess they must continue to be relevant, or I wouldn't keep spending the same, you know, I wouldn't keep spending money to rebuy their music. Can you guys think of any other types of products, as we're talking about relevance, that you've thought about, you've pondered, you've questioned in your mind, like, why does that work or why does that not work? Come on. You're from Huntington Bank. Give me an idea. Why is Huntington Bank relevant today?
Why are they relevant today?
Yeah.
They keep reinventing themselves with technology and the features that they offer to their customers.
Okay.
Like, for example, I think we're the only bank that offers 24 hours grace period to make a deposit if you overdraw your account, and nobody else in the market gives you that option.
That's a great example. I just saw a commercial on that just recently. What a great product. Did you guys hear what he had to say? You know, Huntington has a product that, to my knowledge, no one else has in the marketplace. What a neat deal that is. You know, and in today's world, you know, how relevant is that to have that kind of a product? I mean, who among us, you know, doesn't occasionally subtract wrong? You know, I mean, what a nice feature. You know, I was traveling last week. I was in Columbus for a conference for a couple days, and you know, I stayed downtown in the hotel I wanted to stay in. I didn't book ahead quickly enough, and I couldn't get in. I was kind of bummed. So last minute, you know, I decided to use my my Hilton Honors points, and you know, I stayed at the DoubleTree. And you know, I got to the DoubleTree, dropped my car off. The attendant parked my car. When he greeted me, he knew my name, you know, said hello to me by name, and he took my car, you know, gave me the slip. I went to the front desk. He had radioed in and said I was on my way in. They already had my information pulled up and the room keys swiped. You follow me? I mean, it was so quick and seamless, and by the way, they had a warm chocolate chip cookie for me, you know? I mean, how cool is that? I mean, to me, that's, you know, that made them very relevant to me. You know, that was a value added. That was a customer service piece that really I connected to. Because, you know, checking in at a hotel, it's sometimes, you know, cumbersome and awkward and time consuming. And that was so seamless, and they were friendly, and I got a cookie. I mean, what a deal, right? Life is good. So, you know, the point I'm making with relevance is, as you go from this chapter in your life out into the marketplace, you might wonder to yourself, you know, where do I fit into the business world, into the climate that exists in today's world? In other words, you know, why do employers need me? And they need you because you have new ideas, you have new technologies, you have a presence about you that every company needs to stay relevant in today's marketplace. You have to have, in my opinion, you have to have that forward thinking, that young thinking kind of mentality to merge in with what's already there to really, you know, make that winning combination. I would submit that you guys are living through a chapter in the history of our nation and our time that's equivalent to the Industrial Revolution. And I don't say that lightly, because I don't think the average person really realizes the impact that social media and the different means of communication that you guys have all grown up with and live with as part of your norm. You know, your norm is different than perhaps the norm of your parents. You know, you guys have grown up with, you know, the information society in a way that many people have not. And that's why businesses need you. That's why you're relevant. You have what they need. And I'm not sure that the average business owner in America quite has their head around that just yet. So, you know, as we go through some of the videos and some of the clips I'm gonna play, keep that in mind. You know, the things that you have to offer are so important to an employer, you may not even realize it. Somebody give me an example of something that, that you have that would be unique to an employer. This is my way of stalling while I queue up a video. So. Come on. Somebody give me an example. What's something that you have to offer that is potentially unique to an employer? You're in the front row. Can I pick on you?
Sure.
What's something you have that's unique, that you understand and you know that some employer is going to be appreciative of?
I don't know how unique anything I know is. I have 4 years accounting background.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And you have 4 years accounting background. You've probably done every spreadsheet you've ever done, you know, in an accounting program.
Very good Excel.
See, that's what I was trying to drag out of you. You know nothing but Excel.
Yeah.
You know, and for some employers, that's extremely important because, you know, a lot of times people hang on to employees perhaps longer than they should. And, you know, it's real easy for employees to get complacent and, you know, the old, you know, well, we've always done it that way mentality. And I'm telling you, in today's world, you can't necessarily, you know, rest on your laurels and stay up with it. This is a clip that hopefully will load. Doug DeVetri is a good friend of mine, public speaker, travels. All right, so do this for me. Tell me something that you guys got out of that. One fact that you guys picked up out of that. Anybody? One bullet point that came out of that video that you connected to.
Social media
All right.
is becoming a big factor that a lot of businesses want to get into.
Wasn't the stat something like 86% want to get into it, but only 8% do? Do you see an opportunity for you guys? Do you see an opportunity that maybe, you know, you might just think that Facebook is for fun, but the whole social media genre is embracing business gradually? Somebody else? Another bullet pointer.